No, I'm quite lucky to have my mum, actually.
I'll
put that in. I'm going to put that in now so she can see that. I'm quite lucky to have her. See, Mum, I told you I love you.
Shall we start the episode?
Yeah,
Okay.
Go on then.
Alright.
All right.
We're back. No, you can put your subtitles in, Twin. Put your subtitles in. Love you, Mummy!
Love you, Mum. Love you.
But yeah. Oh, so what was it on about?
We just finished on talking about your mother.
Yeah.
Your mother is
My
so
mother.
large. She has her own postcode.
Your mum is so fat, when God said, let there be light, he asked her to move out of the way. Come on, Twin. No pressure. Just keep thinking.
I'm concentrating on the video game. I get it now.
Your mum is so fat, when the doctor asked her to step on the scales for her weight, he went, no, I need your weight, not your phone number.
Oh, that's bloody terrible. Please, really, I'm right next to you. You did it in my direction as well.
I couldn't do it in the other direction.
Your mum is so fat, she actually sweats mayonnaise. So I'm getting all these off college humour, man. That's like an old video, that is.
Your mum is so thin that she uses Cheerios as whatever those things are on the beach.
Am I property of the lost now?
You know the little
Do you
life,
mean like life
savers?
rings?
That's it, the life rings. You're a trained lifeguard, you tell me.
I don't know.
You're a trained lifeguard.
I was barely a trained lifeguard.
Barely trained, more trained than I am.
I haven't been an official registered lifeguard for about a year now, over a year.
So your thing doesn't last long then when you get your
2 years.
license? It lasts 2 years, does it?
Yeah, 2012. Our friend Mr. Hench, he was like, Twin, you need to like stop being so fat, and I was like, what? Your fucking dog just reset that timer.
That's alright. We're about 2 minutes in.
Yeah, our friend Mr. Hench was like, Twin, you're fat, lose some weight. I was like, fuck you. And he's like, why don't you become a lifeguard? Because he's a lifeguard. He is our local swimming pool, I guess you'd call it, and gets paid good money for it and all.
Not as good as you'd think.
It's like £8 or £9 an hour, isn't it? That's
No,
more
it's
than
not
I
that
fucking
much.
earn right now.
It's definitely not that much, I can guarantee you that. It's only
Oh,
from the other day, it's definitely not £9 an hour. Well, £9 an hour on 40 hours.
Speaking of which, I'm getting a pay rise
Yeah, I
next
saw
year.
that in the news. £8.20 an hour you're getting.
Fuck me, I ain't complaining about that. I mean, I saw that and I was like, there's got to be a catch here. So,
Right,
and there is. There's like, we're losing, all our breaks are no longer paid. Sunday's no longer time and a half. There's no like, sort of...
Right, okay. Let me stop you there. When I was running a shop with a turnover of excess of £4 million a year,
Yeah.
I was on £9,
Hey,
9p an hour.
I ain't complaining.
No, I'm just saying, and I was top of the shop then.
Yeah.
And now you're bottom of the run of Morrison's on
Yeah.
£8. You're 80p an hour, less than what I was,
Yeah.
and you're doing fuck all, just stacking
Mate.
crisps in a shelf.
They appreciate me. It just
That's
shows.
what I'm saying.
It just shows how
No.
much I'm worth as an asset to a business
Exactly.
in comparison to you.
Exactly. I'm not denying that at all. I'm just saying how much shit I had to suffer to be where I was.
Maybe
and now
if you
look
worked
at
a
me
little
now.
harder, you might have got...
Worked a little harder. Twin, I'm unemployed and homeless. How much harder could I have worked for £80 an hour less? But no, that's amazing. I think that's great. It's like another famous supermarket, Aldi.
They pay well,
They
don't
pay £9 something. They pay more per hour than what I was as a manager. I think, like I said, £9, 9p. I think they're £9.20 an hour.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you know what? Actually, Corals at the end of the year.
I'd hate to work there though, because I imagine they're on your fucking ass for it.
No, I don't think they are. I can't think they're any worse because I never see any vacancies for the place.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they're not one for advertising it. Probably
Well, I
saves some
don't
money,
know.
doesn't it?
Well, yeah. But I remember the first time I got made redundant from Floors to Go. I remember sitting in the Horseshoes with you. And you coming back from Morrison's going, I can never work at Aldi, and I was unemployed at the time. I'm going, well, I'd do it, £8.20 an hour. Sign me out.
The Horseshoes, which pub's that?
Oh, in Warrington. This was a long
Three
time ago.
Horseshoes.
Yeah. This was a long time ago, mind.
I remember vaguely.
I think it was on a pub crawl.
Yeah.
And I remember you going, I'd never work there. I just couldn't do it as principal. I'm just like, well, no,
Principal?
they pay.
What principal?
I have no idea, Twin, whatever fucked up idea you had in your mind at the time. But you was having a right go at me going, I'd never
Oh,
work
I
there."
remember why
I
now.
know, I've never
I
worked there.
remember fucking why.
Go on.
Because the first time I ever went to bloody Aldi or Lidl, it's like probably about 10 years ago now, it's just sort of becoming big, like a competing supermarket now. And fucking the entire car park, right? I mean, let's be honest, right? The sort of people that go to Aldi Lidl, right, you think are going to be tight for money.
Yep.
They need to budget. They've got other things that they need to spend their money on that's more important, right? Than brands and shit like that, which are just luxuries, really. So you'd think the car park would be full of, crappy cars.
Ford Escorts,
or empty.
Vauxhall Corsas, Vauxhall
Yeah, like
Astras,
pieces of shit that
Renault
shouldn't be
Clios,
running anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
It was full of high-end BMWs, Audis, Mercedes. I swear I saw a couple of Porsches in there.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, you cheap-ass type motherfuckers. I hate every motherfucker that was in there. And we went in there, and it was exactly who you thought it was. It would be bloody... like rich families who were only rich because they were so tight-fisted that they wouldn't let a single penny fall out their fucking arsehole. It disgusted me.
Yeah.
But if you want to spend your fucking life counting the pennies and not enjoying yourself,
See, I'd never.
you go right ahead. But me, any money I get, I enjoy. I'm not going to say that I'm wise with my money. I'm not going to say I'm loose with it. But if I'm earning money, I'm thinking, I'm earning this, I'm going to fucking enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, if you talk to... Who is it? No, it's not your phone, it's mine.
Oh, well, I'm just...
Your phone's here.
But keep an eye on that, because our takeaway's going to arrive soon.
I know.
Speaking of which, spending money.
But I mean, if you talk to... Like, who was it? TG, Mr. Henge.
Yeah.
He's one for this.
I was going to tell my lifestyle story about sense. Anyway, go on.
Anyway, he was one for this. Whenever I go out drinking, right, I get to a stage where I'm that drunk that I just want to carry on drinking.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, you won't know so much of this because you rarely came out with us.
Where?
Well, anywhere, clubbing in town.
Oh yeah, I don't do
Yeah,
clubbing now.
I was more dragged along than
That's
anything
what I'll tell you what, right? Everyone who goes out drinking a lot, right? That's where my money doesn't go. I'm not a drinker. I'm a foodie. I like stuff in my
Yeah.
face as opposed to drinking
See,
my
I've never
liver
ended.
dry
I'd rather
or
drink.
dead or whatever.
I'd rather drink. I'd love a good session down the pub.
See, to me, the cost
but
of
only 2
getting
days a
drunk is the hangover in the morning. I don't want then the double cost of being 50 quid down.
Oh, it's not that much.
I mean, it depends on how you're spending, where
We
you're
were
spending.
using-
You go to a club, you can easily spend 50
We were
quid.
using Beaver's debit card. It wasn't ever that much.
That is very true, yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, no, 30 quid a night's about right. 30 quid.
Yeah, but to me, that's 30 quid I just spend. Like, that's a shop. So that's a weekly shop for me.
For
like,
you, but yeah.
I mean, that's more than like I spend about 20 quid.
I'd rather spend that on a
it.
session because, well, back in the day when we were drinking, that was a couple of rounds. You get a couple of rounds back, and then you'd have a nice. Me and Beaver would tend to have a nice session at the bar drinking shots. That's how we always.
I don't mind going to a pub or a bar, like
Pubs are
there
fun.
you're socialising.
Yeah.
But a club,
No,
you're
not
not.
clubbing.
All you're doing in a club is spending like money on overly extortionate prices for
Yeah.
drinks which aren't particularly nice anyway. To dance in a sweaty room full of other drunkards.
Yeah.
To shitty music.
Yeah.
You can't hear anyone because the music's too loud.
Pretty much.
Why would you
I hate having
fucking
to
do that
shout to
shit
get
to
into
yourself?
someone's ear.
Exactly.
To shout when you're standing right in front of them, face to face. You have to shout in their ear for them to hear.
No, I honestly don't see the appeal unless
No.
you're like fucking Mr. Sex Bomb who can pull any woman he wants, or Mr. or Mrs. Bloody I don't know,
I know what you
Mad
mean.
Rabbit
Well, no, what was it?
who can easily get laid doing this.
I remember
Then
seeing-
fine, go ahead.
I
But
remember seeing this on Facebook.
for Mr. Ugly like me and you, like we ain't able to pull really, are we?
Not really.
So
no. We'd never
it's, to
go
us,
out.
going to a club doesn't mean getting laid. It means fucking
Spending too much on drinks.
yeah, that's shitty and listen to crap
I
music.
remember seeing that on Facebook. It's like, why women spend so long to get ready? Because any man will just pull you. All you need to do is put a little bit of slap on and a tight dress and you're guaranteed to get laid. A man needs to make an effort.
That's,
Do you know what I mean? A man needs to make
I'm
an
not
effort.
saying
you
the thing
know.
about women, but
What
men
is it?
do need to make an effort much
'Cause
more.
There was another thing as well. It's hard work for a man to be a player because a man has to be confident, witty, well dressed, and have a well paid job.
Yeah.
It's easy for a woman to be slutty because all she needs to do is wear something that shows a lot of cleavage.
Well, that says more about men than women.
That does.
Women know what they need to do to get the high, the men who are players, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
But if men are happy to just accept some slutty woman with her tits out, that says more about the man than the woman to me.
Depends how desperate you are, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's it. It's clubbing in general. I mean, you pick up a woman at a pub. It's different to picking up a woman at a bar.
I know, because you can talk to a woman at a pub,
You
you
can
can get to
talk to
know
her,
her, and you can decide, would I like to sort of spend an evening with her? Yeah, you do.
Business cards.
I've never been able to do that, mind, but
Business
the hope
cards.
is there.
If you ever want to pull a woman, this works anywhere, because I pulled my last one at McDonald's. Get a business card with your name and your number on. That's it. Get a business card. Something you can just hand over out your pocket. Boom. There's my number. Give me a call on your lunch break. That's all you need to say. That's the trick to picking up women. That's all you need to say. Here's my number. Give me a call on your lunch break. That's it. It'll work.
Dating advice from Mr. Richards there. Ah,
Yeah.
shit, I've hit the car and now I'm beeping.
Bear in mind, my last one lasted 3 years, and I hadn't pulled a woman for 2 years before that. But that's beyond the point. I had other priorities.
Yeah.
But still, it's that easy. It's that easy. As soon as I can get a job,
It's just the
as soon as I get a
confidence,
job.
mate. You need to be able to like have the balls. I haven't got the balls to ask a woman, let alone did he. You know,
I remember the last woman you asked.
chat
actually.
one up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know what? I've got no issue with that. I'd quite happily talk to anyone, regardless. But it's just that stage of them giving your number. It's just awkward to go, oh, here's my number, and then give it to them.
Well,
If you give them a card, you get a number on, it's a lot smoother. It's more suave, isn't it? Makes you look like something special.
it's
I'm
it's
quite
either
an
more
important
suave
guy,
or
just-
more prickish.
However you want to look at it, you know, I wouldn't class myself as a prick considering what I do and that, you know. But I'd consider myself a bit suave by handing a business card over and going, "Hey, my love, give me a call on your lunch break. I'll see you then."
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
what's
know.
that? 17 words. Here's my business card.
How
Give
to
me a
be
call quick.
completely efficient in pulling women
Yeah,
by
fuck
Mr. Richards.
Print yourself off 100 cards. We'll give you a link in the description of a good place to get business cards. I'm sure they don't mind. And then just go from there. Just hand it out to people. 50 no's is a yes. So hand your business card out 50 times. You're guaranteed to get one yes.
And we'll be finding out the results of his rape lawsuit in a few episodes' time. Thanks for watching.
Twin, I think I've just found my dream job.
What's that?
Drinking beer
While I play games.
and watching you play games. I could quite happily do this for a living.